Hey guys, this is Elizabeth Lariva, and today I wanted to talk about 5 things that you have to do right away when you get an accepted offer on a property. So stick around if you want to learn more. I like to think on 5 things when it comes to opening escrow. First of all, I must say congratulations to you if you have an accepted offer on a property. This is so exciting. But anyways, let's get started. Step one would be for you to drop a check to the title company, or you can also wire the money to the company. It really depends. Actually, you will see it on the purchase contract how you're going to be doing that first deposit, which is the earnest deposit money. So make sure that you do it by the next business day. In case sometimes, if things happen or whatever, we need to write it in the contract that it won't be delivered the next business day, but within 3 days or so. But standard practice in Hawaii is to get it delivered the next business day. So make sure that you either take the check to the escrow company. For us, it's easier. We can pick it up from you, or you can just drop it to any of our offices, and then we'll take the check to escrow. But yeah, that's gonna be step one, and that happens like right away because, as you know, it is by the next business day. Number two is to please go ahead and schedule your home inspection right away. Why? Because usually a standard practice in Hawaii, it's going to be 12 to 15 days inspection period. Now, it really depends on, again, the property. Sometimes you may need more time for the inspection, but again, I'm just mentioning what is the standard practice. So for me, I always like to do it like within the next 3 days. Why? Because sometimes when you're with the home inspector, he may point out certain things and he may recommend to bring an electrician, to bring a mold inspector if he kind of sees some evidence of mold within the inspection. Keep in mind, if we, for example, have a 12 days timeline for the inspections, on day 13, you're pretty much waiving your right to cancel under the home inspection. This is why you really want to do it right away. Why? At the same time, it gives you time to get some quotes, for example, if you find any big issues with the property. So again, try to do your inspections as soon as you can. Tip number 3 would be that you're going to be getting the escrow opening instructions. Now, this is how you're going to be holding title in Hawaii. We actually have a video about title as well, but feel free to contact the escrow officer and just make sure that you ask her questions about like, how can I hold title in Hawaii? They can share more detail. And of course, you can always hire an attorney if you want to get a better understanding on how to hold title in Hawaii. But you're going to be getting lots of emails as soon as you open escrow, and one of those would be from the escrow and title company. So that's going to be it's going to be step 3 that is going to happen right away as soon as we open escrow. Now, step 4 is that you have to select the termite inspector. Now, usually you do have 10 days to select the inspector, so it happens pretty right away. But I always like to do it right away as well. Why? Because keep in mind, and usually, again, this is a standard Hawaii practice, the inspector is selected by the buyer. However, this is paid by the seller. If they find termites, the property is treated, and if it's treated, it's also paid by the seller. Now, this again is a standard practice in Hawaii. It may change. For example, if sometimes you want to make your offer stronger, sometimes buyers say, oh, I'll pay for the termite inspection report. But again, it's something that it happens right away. And number 5 is that make sure you get a timeline. Why? Because for me, it's really important that my clients understand that this is a contract binding. So we want to make sure that we are not in default. If we were to be in default, we are going to be jeopardizing our deposits. And of course, that's something that we don't want to do. At the same time, if we are in default, that means, let's say the seller is in escrow with us, and then they get another offer later, and the other offer could be higher than ours. If we were to be in default, the sellers could really kick us out from the transaction and bring this other new buyer at a higher price. It could happen. This is why we want to make sure that if we say, hey, we have to do this by Friday, it has to be done by Friday. The good thing is actually nothing really happens within 1 day, 2 days, except for the steps that I just gave you. That does happen right away when you open escrow. But then within the transaction, you're going to see that you're going to have 7 days for these, 8 days for that, and so on. I always do a calendar for my clients, and then you understand what's happening. There's a lot of happening behind the curtains, right, for agents, but at least I want you to understand what is next, what you're supposed to do, and just things like that. I think it's really important that we set ourselves up for success. So yeah, step number 5 would be to get the calendar, get the timeline, and get familiarized with the process of purchasing a property. And of course, through the whole process, you can always reach your realtor or reach me if I'm your realtor for any questions or any type of information that you would like. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you are learning lots with our videos. Don't forget to reach out to me in case there's any questions or if there's any additional information that I can provide for you. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give us a like. I'm going to try to keep uploading more videos for you, and hopefully you're getting lots of great information. Thank you for your time. Again, I am Elizabeth Lariva.